First alert right now about a long-anticipated downtown Green Bay apartment project and local subcontractors involved in its construction. This week, the city of Green Bay celebrated the new low-income housing with the grand opening of the Fort at Rail Yard apartment complex.
This is being called a positive step forward in providing more affordable housing. However, a subcontractor who worked on that project reached out to Action 2 News saying they aren't fully paid by the contractor. Taylor Ziebel spoke with that subcontractor about the issues she says she is facing regarding this project and found she's not the only one. Taylor.
Chris, according to these documents filed in Brown County Court, Michelle Lee Joyce's company and several other subcontractors who worked on this project haven't received all of the money they are owed. The project finished in December of 2024.
1, 2, 3.
The two-year project, contracted by TWG out of Indianapolis, immediately had a rocky start, according to Michelle Lee Joyce.
But it was right around like month 3 that we started seeing our monthly draw payments not coming in. So then from that point on, it was every month I was begging them for money. You know, I need money, I need money.
Michelle is the president of Professional Heating and AC in Green Bay, one of the several local subcontractors who worked on this multi-year build. She told Action 2 News she pulled out of the project twice and continually reached out to the project manager in order to finally see the money she was owed come in.
Did panic ever set in? Maybe a little, but then, you know, I almost felt like I was the squeaky wheel, and as long as I kept being the squeaky wheel, I was the one who was going to get paid.
Last September, TWG asked the City of Green Bay Redevelopment Authority for an affordable housing loan of $1 million, citing a rise in material and labor costs. The RDA ultimately approved a $500,000 loan at 2% for 20 years. Once the project finished in December, the final amounts for some subcontractors weren't paid, according to court documents. Action 2 News obtained several publicly filed subcontractors' liens on the property over the last several months, ranging from tens of thousands of dollars to a couple of $100,000.
We all kind of knew in the pit of our stomach that it was going to come to this at the very end because it was such a struggle throughout the project. But now here we all are going, what do we do?
Michelle says her next step is joining other subcontractors and putting a notice of intent to lien. If that isn't taken care of, she says she'll consider a lawsuit.
It made me mad, you know, because they're out there and, you know, it's this great thing. And it is. It's a great thing for Green Bay. However, there's this big, deep, dark secret that they haven't paid all of their subs. They owe millions of dollars. And, you know, it really, that's what made me mad.
I reached out to Green Bay Mayor Eric Genrich asking for details on the funding for the project. The city's communications director provided this statement, quote, "The official response from the city is that this is a private matter between TWG and those that they've contracted with," end quote. I also called and emailed the project manager for TWG today and have not heard back. Chris?